What is going on, guys? Yaren here. Today we are going to bake again, but not cake. Today we are doing cookies. Yay! Okay, first thing you do is you combine flour, salt, and baking soda in a bowl and set aside. We don't need to do that right now, but for those who want to do it exactly, have another bowl with you and put that in and mix it for a little bit. Next step is combine brown sugar, because I don't even care anymore. Sugar, right? Yes. Granulated sugar, softened butter, and I gotta beat until creamy. Now you could have one of those things where you hold it and it just goes around, or you can have this. I just had this one. Let me lock it in and let me do at a stir speed for now. And you want it to be beat until creamy. Now, no, you don't punch it and beat it to death. You just mix it until you get it creamy. I'm gonna make it a bit faster since it's not gonna fly everywhere since it's quite mixed. I'm gonna go just one more faster. And it looks like it's about good. I'm just gonna let it stir for a little bit. Now that it's creamy, we're gonna have a little taste of ourselves. It's pretty much 2 types of sugar with butter, so it's like heaven in my mouth. Forget about the cookies, you just have this. After that's creamy, you want to make sure that everything's down with this. Make sure that the things like this butter is mixed inside so you have that full taste and everything's mixed. But after that, you want to add your vanilla extract. Now make sure that you don't taste it because it tastes really bad. It smells really good. And then 2 eggs. You can make, it doesn't matter what size eggs. I just did larger size eggs. And so I'm just gonna leave everything here. That spilled a little bit, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna lock it in again. I'm gonna stir slowly, then a bit faster and faster. Now pretty much it's just gonna stir for a little bit, and now we're gonna go on to the dry foods or ingredients. Now that you're done with the wet ingredients, now you're gonna move on to the dry. Now we have our flour, all-purpose, that's the best, but you can have others. And we have our baking soda and salt. You're gonna first add this in. Now, if you're gonna keep it stirring like I am, be sure to mix it in carefully and slowly, or else it might fall out. So I'm just gonna real slowly add some in. Now, the flour is the main part of this all of these ingredients because it's what makes the structure. So I'm gonna slowly, I'm gonna take my time. You don't want to do it too fast or else you might lose some of your ingredients and it's going to be a big mess and you don't want to clean it up. So you're just going to add more and more and more until it's about done. And you're going to let that mix a bit faster. And now you're going to put in both salt and baking soda inside. And you let that mix. Now onto the chocolate. You are supposed to take a bag, but like me, I think that I don't like chocolate as much in my cookies, so we're going to do about half or 3/4 of the bag to get that full effect. Now we have the chocolate, which is semi-sweet. We're going to pour some. Now, usually it's a full bag, but I don't like so much, so I'm just going to slowly put some in until I feel like it's right. And I think about half bag looks good. Let's put a bit more because I do like my chocolate. And that's gonna be it. Now we're gonna let it mix just a little bit because I mean it's just cookies. Now we gotta open it up and make sure that everything's okay. So we are going to put everything there, and now you're gonna hand mix it because the mixer is just a mixer. You don't know if you got what you wanted or what you didn't. So get as much off as you can. Yes, you may lick it if you want after, you know, satisfy that sweet tooth. But right now, we are going to get as much off, and we're going to mix what we can. Now, this is a very dense material, so don't expect to be able to mix very fast. You just got to be strong and have your patience, and make sure that it's more of a flexible mixing item, or else something like that will happen. But it's okay. Everything's good. Now we're just going to mix a bit more. Get that under and over kind of style. Be sure you're a strong kind of person. So about now, you're gonna want to take all the chocolate you can. Oh, not chocolate, but cookie dough mix. You can in here. And now we are going to remove this spinner because we don't really need it. So yeah, and I'll see you back later. Okay, now that you're done with the batter, which looks amazing, don't be tempted to eat too much because salmonella and other things. I mean, you don't want to stay in the bathroom for such a long time. It'll be worse than having Taco Bell. You know what I mean? So I took an ice cream scooper because I wanted to be precise. And so pretty much take a scooper and then divide it by like an inch or an inch and a half and just place it on a tray and do as much as you can up until there's no more space. So I'm just gonna do this tray, and then I think you'd understand from there. And I'll just cut to the part where we take it out of the oven. Before I put it in the oven, I might as well show it to you guys. I did this kind of formation because I'm afraid of it spreading, and if you are afraid of it spreading and it hits the other cookies, do it like this. Also, another way to stop the spreading is by patting it down, which is what I did here. Don't pat it too much or else you'll have trouble with your cookies. But nonetheless, let's put it in the oven. And I'm gonna set it to 9 minutes because I don't really care on how mine is. But yet again, I don't want it to be overcooked or undercooked. So we're just gonna put it in there. Those cookies look nice and ready to be eaten in the next 9 minutes. And I am going to show you the outcome of those cookies right when it comes. Okay, now that our cookies are done, we cooked them for about 11 minutes because our cookie scooper scoops a bit more than usual. So it took a longer time for it to cook or bake, either one. But they look amazing, I'll have to tell you that. Careful not to touch the cookie. Now yes, they did touch each other, but just barely. I don't really see it. And so I'm going to close the oven. Now, if you what you need to do is let it cool down for about 10 minutes so it hardens enough that you can actually hold it where it won't fall apart. If you're a person that's desperate, wait at least 3 minutes, and then when you eat it, it'll fall apart. And if you wait 5 minutes, they'll harden, then you can do something else with it. It doesn't really matter, that's just you. What I'm gonna do is I already got a tray out. I'm gonna wait about 5 minutes for it to harden so I can actually handle with it. Then I'm gonna take it off and put it on here, and then we're gonna be able to eat it. It's gonna be really amazing, I'm gonna love it. Now that the cookies are done, as you can see, they've hardened, they're much better, but they're nice and gooey, look at that. I'm gonna take my own bite. These are really good. Now, you can share these with anyone, and it's totally fine. Just be sure that you have enough for yourself. This is delicious, I'll tell you that. Look at that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and like for weekly videos. And I'll see you in the next one. No, okay, before you start, You know how it said beat cake, like beat for 3 minutes? The first thing when I wrote, I was like, wait, what? Okay, fine.